So my dudes, Valkyrja. In light of the video of yesterday, I've asked you guys' opinions, and almost the overwhelming majority of you guys liked it whenever I just sat down and talked about my opinions on things. And I have gotten quite a bit, a lot of times, where people basically were like, I missed the live streams because you would give unironically good like life advice or whatever, which I'm gonna be the first to tell you, I do YouTube for a living. Don't take me, don't use me as a standard for life advice. That sounds really bad. But I am an old boomer and I've experienced a lot of stuff. So I kind of want to just go on a tangent today because that seems like what you guys want. Well, I'm just going to go on a tangent about different things of like life lessons or whatever I've learned over my almost 30 years on this earth. And yes, I know I'm a boomer. I was around when the dinosaurs roamed, and technically I'm from the 1900s, so that makes me really, really old. Therefore, I'm really, really wise. And I'll spread some of that wisdom for you today. So, it's going to be a little bit of a deep conversation that I think that if you want to chime in the comments, by all means, but I want to make this video as kind of like an audio thing that you guys can just listen to while you're doing whatever. So sit down, relax, or fire up the stove, or don't relax, whatever. Put in your headphones and we're going to go to town. But today I want to talk about success and self-worth and stuff like that. And it's something that it's just my own ideology, my own life philosophies. It might be helpful to you, it might not. I don't know, I'm not you. But I want to talk about it because I feel like my ideologies might help somebody. I don't know. But we're going to get into it. So, happiness and success. Like I said, I'm just going to rant on this one. If it's a little incoherent, keep in mind ADHD goes really bad. Normally I focus on videos, but this one's going to be a little different. Whenever it comes to life, you only get one shot at it. And you are the most important person to you. Now, you might be like, different people rely on me, but that's the thing, is that if you are successful, everyone who relies on you is also successful. Therefore, you're still the most important person to you. You always should be, because your success directly reflects on people around you. Now, with that being said, I want to define success. I want to define like this thing that we all perceive or we all pursue in life. We all want to be successful. And I want to say what success is for me personally. For me, success is a measurement of happiness. Because let's say, for example, let's say you work your tail off and you get just truckloads of money, but then you're miserable. And you live the rest of your days just being miserable, but lots of money. Can you really say at the end of it all, you were successful? Because whenever you die, and I hate to break it to you, but anime isn't real. You're not going to get isekai'd. At least I don't think. You might. I don't know. But basically, whenever you die, you can't take the money with you. You can't. So your only success in life is really measured, in my opinion, by what you've done while you're here. And what you've accomplished for yourself and how happy you were in your time being here, because in my opinion, the only wealth I really need is my own personal happiness and the happiness I can bring to those that I interact with. An example, you guys as the viewers, which is why my goal has always been to make you guys kind of forget your day, sit down and relax, which is what I'm hopefully doing here, and not causing an existential crisis like which would be the exact opposite of what I want to do. But basically, your success, in my opinion, is measured by how happy you are with your current state of living and how happy you are throughout your life. And the one thing I've always pursued more than anything else in my life, no matter how bad things are for me, I've always pursued my own personal happiness over anything else. And I know that is a definite luxury that not everyone can afford. Some people are forced into very terrible situations to which they try their best to get out of. But in the end, you really need to try to, in life, in my opinion, go after your own happiness. Whether you're a kid and your parents are pushing you for a job you really don't want to do, then do something else. I know it feels like they're forcing you, but I promise you, if you really want something, you will find a way. And patience, like I said before, always has a way of working out. There is always something, some light at the end of the tunnel. It just might take you a very long time to do it. And for example, If you guys don't know, if you guys don't look at my channel creation date, or you have no idea how long I've done YouTube, I've done YouTube since I was 15 years old. And it's been a dream ever since. And it took me until I was 29 years old to finally make that dream a reality and be a professional YouTuber. And it made me very happy to say that and say I'm collecting a paycheck now for playing video games. Like right now. So now I'm able to just upload videos like this where I just talk to you guys and hang out. And to me, even though I'm probably making the least out of all my family, out of all my brothers, out of everybody, and I know they probably talk bad about me behind my back because of how little I'm actually doing in life, in my opinion, I am successful because I'm incredibly happy. I love what I do. I love the people I interact with. I love that you guys watch me on a day-to-day basis. It fills me with joy that I have the potential to make people laugh and forget about their terrible days. That, to me, makes me the most successful person I know. And to some people, it's going to sound like I'm coping with the fact that, you know, I'm not making the most money or whatever, but I don't care about money. Because I've never had material things I've wanted. Because in the end, in my opinion, clothes and material goods like that, like whatever, you know, you're doing to, you know, impress other people, is normally what people are doing. They're buying nice clothes and nice stuff to impress other people, but why? I've never understood that mentality, because in the end, can I really say I'm happy if I'm doing something to make someone else happy, right? If I'm doing something, especially whenever it comes to like dress, like a nice car, nice clothes, because you want to, you know, impress other people or look good. Well, I mean, looking good for yourself is different. I'll say that, because that's, well, like I said before, you're pursuing your own happiness. But looking good for other people, to me, is not ideal, because that's more of like a feeling of wanting acceptance or whatever. And in the end, those other people come and go in your life constantly. Nobody's around for forever. And people will constantly come and go, so the one person you always have to look back to, like I said at the very beginning, is you. You have to watch out for yourself first. And I really hope I'm making sense, because I'm just letting myself rant at this point. You have to look out for yourself first, and you have to prioritize your own happiness. Because in the end, all you got is happiness. All you got is trying to make yourself as happy with whatever situation you are in life, and doing the absolute best for that. If you have the opportunity of taking a really, really, really good job, but you know you're going to hate it, this is actually a good question. Yeah. I'm going to phrase this as a question. You have the opportunity, let's say, you have the opportunity to take a really, really good job, and you know you're going to hate it. Or you could take a really, really terrible paying job, but it's just your favorite thing to do in the world. Which would you pick? Don't write in the comments. I don't want you guys to do that. Not for this video. I want you to think about it. And then, like I do with any major decision I ever make in life, and I feel like I should spread this to you guys too, I want you to sit down and ask yourself why, until you cannot answer why anymore. Why do I want this really good job? Why do I want this really high paying job? For money. Why do I want a lot of money? To have a better standard of living so I can afford nice things. Why do I want nice things? Because nicer things will, you know, make you happy, or you'll get to eat nice food or whatever. Well, why do you want nice food? Because it's delicious. Why is it delicious? It'll taste better. You guys get the idea. I'm not going to sit here and go down the rabbit hole. You have to go down your own rabbit hole till you can no longer answer why. That little ideology, that little like sequence of why has actually helped me a lot in life and soul searching, and it's something that you probably never expected to hear out of a damn Genshin YouTuber. But I feel like searching yourself for what you want and finding out for what you actually want in life is entirely different. A little bit more backstory for me. I was going to college actually for architectural engineering. I was really damn good at it. I've always been very good with numbers. I like numbers. They make me happy. Numbers are very calming because numbers don't lie. People lie. People all throughout your life will lie to you, and they'll cheat you, and the world is not as kind as they make it seem in movies and stuff. Most people are out for themselves, like I recommended everybody else be. But the thing is, instead of like their happiness normally comes from trampling over other people, and I'll never agree with that. So people lie, but numbers don't. So I've always found comfort in numbers. So engineering was just like a very basic thing for me to get into. I loved AutoCAD. It's very relaxing to sit there and make stuff on AutoCAD. And because of that, I turned down all those jobs because I realized I would not be happy sitting behind a desk for the rest of my life. I realized I'm too ADHD for that, I'm too active for that, and I also wanted to pursue a job that I can interact with people and make them happy in, and make them laugh and make them enjoy themselves. I've debated stand-up comedy, but I've always liked that I'm not good enough for that. But yeah, you get the idea. I've turned down really, really good jobs and really good career paths solely for the sake of my own happiness, because I value that above everything else in life. Anyways, I'm pretty sure I've rambled on long enough. Hopefully this video does not send you into an existential crisis, and hopefully this video was incredibly helpful to some of you out there. And you never know, maybe some of you really needed this. I have no idea. It's just an old man's life philosophy and the rantings of an absolute boomer who is on the verge of senility. Anyway, thank you guys all for watching, as always. Hopefully you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and hopefully, if you're going through anything bad, keep in mind, it's always going to get better, and hopefully you guys are all happy at the end of it all. Anyways, catch you guys in the next one. Peace.